Photographer's Gallery, Katerina Schwartz, for curating the exhibition in the building and editing the catalogue. Thank you to our partners, the Deutsche Börse Photography Foundation, for your continued support of the Photographer's Gallery and the prize. And thank you to our drink sponsor, Paul Roger, for the champagne. I'd now like to invite Anne-Marie Beckmann, the director of the Deutsche Börse Photography Foundation, to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Sue. And very warm welcome also from the Deutsche Börse Photography Foundation. We're really happy to be a supporting partner for this amazing project. And it's the biggest project that we do as a charitable foundation, and it's the longest collaboration that we've been doing. And tonight is the highlight. It's like an annual cycle, but this is really the crucial moment, and tonight is about the artists, of course. But as Shoya mentioned, there are many people involved in the prize, in its structure, in what we see today at the end, and supporting it. And one is also the jury, where Shoya and I are a member of. So in 2 sessions, we decided first about the finalists, and in a second one about the winner. This is, of course, a very challenging task, as you can all imagine, to decide what is the most important contribution in photography in the previous year. It's kind of trying to compare what seems incomparable projects and books and exhibitions, personal projects, retrospectives that have been nominated and selected. And the discussions we have are very respectful, and it's really something that we do with a lot of respect for that task. And our conversations not only turn around how to look at these projects, what impact they have, how do they discuss or visualize current debates or social issues. But it's going beyond, and this is what the prize is about. It's the status of the medium today and for the future. So where is it going? How can a work be impactful and reach a broad audience with all this flood of images that we have around? So this is really the discussions that come up, and that we try to reach out and to at the end find a decision. And I'd like to thank this year my fellow jury members, Nathalie Herrstorfer, Mahtab Hussein, and Tiago, who cannot be with us tonight, for their effort and contribution. And of course, though we've had a long conversation, we're still aware that this is a small group of people. It's still subjective. We can deal with the project that have been nominated, and it starts with what project could have been realized. So it'll always be a subjective decision at the end. But we came to one, and I don't want to keep you much longer because this is what you're here for tonight. So thank you very much to everyone, to Shoya, to her team, to Katrina for the great show she curated. And of course, thank you to the artist. Tonight is all about you. Thank you. And now I hand over to Zak Ové, who will reveal.
Hi everyone, how are you all doing? I'm very excited to be here tonight and to come back to the Photographer's Gallery after what seems like a lifetime. It seems I first showed here in 1988. I can't even believe that myself. Anyway, let me begin. I have a long-standing connection to the Photographer's Gallery, as my father, Horace Ové, had a solo retrospective here titled Breaking Loose in 1984. For my father, now Sir Horace, his camera was a revolutionary tool, one that he used proactively in his endeavour to end black second-class citizenship. He wanted to hold the Western world accountable for its negligence, its inequality, and the invisibility of black achievements that remained absent from history books, television, and cinema. For him, photography and film were his mediums through which he could speak out and inform. That work became his legacy and his personal contribution to render those once invisible as visible through his practice. Prior to my father's generation, black history and culture had been documented by others. A black perspective wasn't seen or even considered worthy of showing in contemporary art spaces like this. It's only in recent years that the art world has placed importance of non-white cultures being recognised. And now we find more and more established galleries holding black shows and exhibitions. So finally, we get to contribute and play a decisive part in the integrated societies that we were born into. And I think this is really important. I mean, the Photographers Gallery really managed to capitalise on shows that established the birth of black British culture. I also exhibited here in 1988 in a group show titled D-Max with 5 other photographers, David A. Bailey, a massive curator, Mark Booth, Gilbert John, Dave Lewis, and Ingrid Pollard. The D-Max show was seminal and the first time a collective of black British photographers were able to show and exhibit their experience of what it was to be black and British in that moment. We chose to exhibit together as part of a deliberate strategy to insert photography from the black community into the mainstream galleries across the UK. So, tonight, I'm delighted to see the shortlist for this year's Deutsche Börse Photography Foundation Prize featured 3 black artists, which is absolutely incredible. I hope that together we can step forward into a new era of photography. The 2023 Deutsche Börse Photography Foundation Prize exhibition highlights 4 incredible artists who are all at different moments in their careers, some having been nominated from museum retrospectives, and other for exhibitions of new projects and recent work. The exhibition also highlights the different ways contemporary photographers and artists are using the medium of photography, and it's very important. Shoair, would you like to just talk about the artists in this moment? Each artist I'm investigating and questioning important issues, sorry, I guess not, is questioning important issues of our time. And before I announce the winner, I'd like to thank all 4 photographers for their dedication to the craft and the commitment to making art. You're all making very important work, and I cannot say how important it is tonight to reveal the prize winner. Alas, there is no envelope. Black envelope. The winner tonight is the incredible and fantastic Samuel Fosso. Samuel, please come and join us up here. I cannot tell you how delighted we all are. Yes, my brother. You're our champion this evening. Please.
I do not speak English. I don't know how to speak English. But it's not my fault. It's a lack of education.
En français.
En français, je vous dis, je vous remercie tous. Tous ceux qui sont venus ici, ce sont des gens qui adorent la photographie. Et si vous adorez la photographie, vous aimez les photographes. Alors, je vous remercie beaucoup. Et hier, quand j'étais là, une fille anglaise qui m'a demandé que voilà...
You want me to translate it or not?
Should
you traduire it?
Oui.
Yeah, help him out here, for the sake of those of us.
Hier, je vous remercie beaucoup.
So he wants to thank everybody very much.
Si vous êtes là, c'est que vous adorez les photos.
If you're here, it's because you love photography.
Est-ce que vous adorez l'histoire?
Because you love evenings.
L'histoire globale.
And parties.
Hier, un photographe anglais, après mes talks, Elle est sortie me demander
So yesterday, a British photographer, after his talk, asked him a question.
qu'elle a dit qu'elle est découragée de ne pas continuer à être artiste et photographe.
He was discouraged and was wondering how
Je
to
lui ai dit,
continue.
tu fais des grosses erreurs. Grosses
He
erreurs.
said, you should make really big mistakes.
Je vous donne mon exemple.
I'll give you my example.
J'ai fait la photographie pendant 25 ans.
I started at 5 years old.
Personne ne connaissait, je ne connaissais ce que c'est. Je peux être aujourd'hui comme je suis là. Je ne savais pas que je serais aujourd'hui comme je suis là.
So he had no idea that from where he started out, he would be here today.
I told her you have to continue. Je lui ai dit de continuer à travailler et chercher seulement à manger. Plus tard, vous serez célèbre.
He said, you just have to work and look for food to eat, and later you'll be famous.
Donc, et c'est ça l'art. On ne peut pas être célèbre aujourd'hui, mais on peut être célèbre demain.
And he said, we don't have to be just famous today, we have to be famous tomorrow.
So, il faut toujours continuer à faire ce que vous avez envie de faire.
He said, you should always do what you want to do.
Seulement le Dieu seul qui va vous conduire jusqu'à la fin.
And you have to do it right to the end.
Donc, je remercie beaucoup à vous que vous êtes là tous. Je suis venu maintes fois en Angleterre. Et maintes fois en Angleterre, j'adore. Je pense que je suis une partie d'Angleterre parce que c'est l'Angleterre qui a colonisé mes parents. Merci.
He said he thinks he may be a bit English because the English colonized his parents.
Thank you so much, Samuel Fosso. And thank you to the Deutsche Börse Award for this wonderful event. Thank you,
Thank you.
Joanne.
Have a good night.